On today, I got a special guest for you. And I want to thank him for being with us on today. He's a father, he's a friend, he's a brother, he's just mere family. And I thank him for being a part of our podcast on Foundational Fathers. And he served in the Army and in the Marines.
You gotta put the Marines first.
Oh, Marines first? Well, the Marines and the Army.
There you go.
And I thank him for his services. And when you see him, you should thank him for his services. His name is Mark Paige. My brother, how you doing?
What's up? Hey, my little big brother.
Thank you. On this one, it's called Turning Left to Right. My man was, he was like a pillar to me. He was a brother. He was my protector. When he seen something that wasn't right, or he seen some people try to mess with me, he was right there if my brother wasn't there. And my first question to Mark is, hey, how did you and Rob encounter each other?
Well, let's put it like this. My family moved to 62nd Street in the summer of 1970. And one day I was out there, it was only like maybe, I think we was like the second family that moved in that apartment complex.
Is that right?
Yep. And wasn't really no boys out there yet, little kids out there yet. So one day I was outside and seen this little blue Volkswagen pull up in the house next door, and a bunch of people got out of it. I can remember your mom and daddy them getting out. The rest of your siblings was getting out, going into the house.
Yeah.
And I remember your mama being pregnant, and your mama holding you.
Ain't that a trip? You knew me before I knew myself.
And long story short, I probably went back in the house or something, came back out, and I guess Rob and, the other little ones at the time was in the backyard.
Yeah.
It used to be a hole, because I wasn't up but knee high to a grasshopper back then.
Yeah.
And the hole was just big enough for me to stand on my tippy toes and look through it. So I looked through the hole and I seen Rob.
Yeah.
I said, all I remember is saying, "Hey, you got a friend?" And Rob said, "No." Then I walked all the way up to the front. And
was that fence there?
Yeah, the fence was there. Yeah. We was playing in the front yard and been friends ever since.
How many years is that?
Shoot, man, it's 1970. That's like 50. That's almost like 50, I'm going to say 55, 56 years.
What make y'all bond so strong today?
Man, I couldn't even tell you. I guess the Lord bonded us together, because I think me and Rob probably only had one fight, and it wasn't even a fight. And then about an hour later, we at the park playing basketball.
That's right here, Rick.
But it just, I guess over the years, we became like brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And then, family pretty much.
Real family.
Yeah.
Real family, because mom and pops consider you like a son.
Yep. They, and them two, like you say, they was like mom and pops. When Rob got in trouble, I got in trouble. If I heard Robert Anthony, Mark Paige, what we do?
But y'all didn't get in trouble that much.
Nah, it was because we probably tore the backyard up or something.
Oh, but backyard was already messed up.
Yeah, and
maybe messed with one of his cars and broke one of his antennas or something like that.
No, we really didn't do that. Pops didn't really get on us that much now that we was actually doing some foolishness.
Mm.
That was his favorite word. What y'all back here doing with all that foolishness? Stop all that foolishness. Especially if we're making noise.
Yeah, he didn't, say that. That disturbed him a lot.
What is all this foolishness y'all doing back here making all that noise, that racket?
That's not like him.
Yeah, but Pops, we was sneaky. Cause Pops was a mechanic.
Yeah.
And that man had us all in the backyard when he was fixing cars, slowly but surely training us how to fix cars.
Yeah.
Had us back there watching and handing him tools and stuff and walking us through what he's doing.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know he was grooming me.
Wow.
I didn't until I actually later on in life, after I accomplished everything I did, I said, wait a minute. And when I said, Mr. A, you sneaky. You groomed me. You had me doing things that I'm doing now.
Wow.
And he laughed, just laughing, Said, yeah, I try to keep you and them other little snot lickers out of trouble.
You know what? It says not you.
He was a snot licker, boot licker. What was his other one? Puss belly. He had some of him. Because he didn't cuss.
No,
he didn't cuss. Yeah, but Mr. A, he was the man. He kept me, like I said, he groomed me.
Yeah.
Without me even knowing it.
Reverse psychiatry.
Pretty much. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can remember when I was younger, I was always small. So in our living room, the living room where the heater was?
Yep, right there in the middle of the floor.
Yeah. So he used to, do that reverse psychiatry, make me feel like I was getting taller. Come on, you really need your pull-ups? He's going to make you taller. And I believed it. But, my dad was something else. You bring back memories with some words.
Yeah, when y'all moved in, y'all auntie stayed upstairs.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name.
Aunt Esther.
Yep. And she had that dog, Mimsy.
I'm supposed to be her godson. I was her godson, I'd say that.
Yep. And
you remember Mimsy?
Yeah. The dog got out and Nola went crazy. Nola was trying to climb a tree. Nola was scared of that dog.
Now.
Yeah, but your auntie even was a pillar to me.
Wow.
Cause she
you remember her, huh?
Yeah, she knew me before y'all did. Cause we, like I said, y'all moved there probably maybe a few months after we did. Yeah, cause it was the summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I want to tell you that my auntie raised my dad out here when he was younger, when he was a baby. Okay. So yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That you knew my auntie.
Yeah.
Wow.
She lived right upstairs.
Yeah. And then she moved out. My dad wanted to purchase it, and he did. So yeah, that's crazy. We think about the days that we had. People that we knew then. Most of them guys are gone now. And how did you get along with these guys? When y'all was playing basketball and doing all this, had to get in the
park.
Yeah, around our neighborhood.
Well,
because they didn't really mess with y'all. And if they did mess with you, you go get that bat.
We all, most of them, we all went to elementary school together. That's how we got to know them. Might have been in different classrooms, but back then, our neighborhood was like a village.
Yeah, it was.
It was a village. So
before drugs came.
Yep. So the lady down the street, man down the street, the lady, a man 3 or 4 blocks away. Everybody took care of each other. You was doing something out of pocket, they'd get on you.
Mm-hmm.
And they knew your mama, probably not directly, because your mom probably went to the store or something, and they knew them just by going to the store or anything, really. Like, I seen your son or your daughter, this, and oh, really? Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Then all of a sudden, oh, Miss such and such said she seen you this. No, I did. So you calling her a lie? No, ma'am. Well, why would she lie on you if you didn't do it? You can't say because she was lying, because you get your butt whooped anyway. But they all took care of us. We didn't have the drugs is the one that kind of divided everybody, later on. But even then, those people you grew up with, y'all was still cool.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's kind of hard to say why we all got along. it was just we got along because I guess like I said, we went to school together, most of us. And it was the bigger kids like Leonard and the bad ones that was trying to bully everybody.
Mhm.
But them was the only ones that we actually had trouble with.
Yeah,
That's why I used to have the battle, in my little spot.
I remember though. But one stand out to me. I know you remember Lathar
Yeah,
and his grandma.
yeah. She was mean.
No, but I remember
She was sweet, but she was mean too. But she kept you under control.
exactly.
Yeah.
But I remember when y'all used to go pick up her bags and take her to her house.
Yeah, we did that with any owner in the neighborhood.
But I remember with her more.
Yeah, because she used to walk
Yeah.
to the store, carry her bags to the store. I forgot about that. Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, we sure
Remember
did.
y'all can I take you back to your house?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then she'd give us a quarter or something like that. Quarter back then was like money to us. Even if it was a dime, that was candy money.
Yeah. It's the favorite cabinet that you used to get that I used to beg you for all the time. It was a pink. It was almost like a now later, but it wasn't a now later. But
The who? It was candy?
yeah, it looked like a now later. But
It was a now later.
no, it was something else. It
You
was
sure what watermelon now laters?
no, you might have had that, but it was called something else. But you only could get one. You could get one at the penny. You get a couple at the penny store. I used to beg you for all the time. You used to have them all.
I
know you
remember.
can't
Yeah,
remember.
I can't remember that.
But that's one of the staple things that I remember that y'all used to do.
Shoot, if you was riding a bus, you give your seat up to a elderly person or
Today.
either an elderly man, woman, pregnant woman,
Yeah.
anybody that's they need to sit down, you
Yeah.
got up. They don't do that today.
No, not today.
Nope.
Not as much or at all. But I wanted to get down to a serious question that, I know that you didn't have a father figure in your home, but I wanted to know, did you know your dad?
I vaguely remember anything about my dad. The only thing I got in my head that I could remember is some man used to always come and visit, pick me up, play with me a little bit, put me back down, then pick me up and probably kiss me on the cheek or something, then leave. That's the only thing I can remember. But other than that, I don't remember nothing else because he died when I was 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I remember, go ahead, I'm sorry.
But I heard all the good things on me because I'm gonna be honest with you. I was that mistake by the lake. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, he left me and his other 10 kids. And I, his wife found out about me. I don't know how. And all I remember is, from what I was told, she found my mother and had my mother bring me over to her house to meet my other siblings.
Mhm.
He had 5 girls and 5 boys who at that time was pretty much grown people.
Wow.
I think my youngest brother was maybe 13 or 14.
Wow.
And I just remember people coming to get me, taking me to the park, the zoo, shopping, just coming to get me, take me to their house, play with my nieces. And I got nieces and nephews that I'm only slightly older than.
Sorry, Neil.
And I got nieces and nephews older than me. And they all call me uncle to this very day. And we all roughly not too far apart in years. Even my oldest nephew, before he passed away, he used to call me uncle. Man, don't stop calling me uncle. You older than me. But you my uncle, though.
But you go to uncle. I remember when you went to your prom that you drove this green BMW.
Yeah, that was my brother's.
That was your brother's.
Yep.
So
He worked for AC Transit at the time.
okay. So
Yeah.
did he?
That was the youngest guy. He was 13 when he met me.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So how old was you?
When?
He was the youngest brother.
Yeah, he that's on my father's side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you was older than him.
No, he's older than me. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's he was 13 when I first met him. I was 3.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So he 10 years older than me. But
So-
that was his BMW that I was
BMW.
driving. Yeah.
Now, did he mentor you or give you some value?
Actually, all of them did. All my brothers did. In their own little way. They actually taught me how to be tough.
Okay.
You know, when I first met them, my oldest brother, James, he socked me dead in my chest. I was probably about maybe, when I met him, I probably might have been about 5 or 6. You know, as I got older,
Yeah.
he socked me in my chest and looked at me, you better not cry. You cry, I'm gonna hit you again. You're a Paige. Pages don't cry. Look, like, you cry, I'm gonna hit you again. Tears went back up. But all over, you know, my brother James, or my brother Cheetah, which his real name is Maurice. All of them had nicknames. My brother Mac, he's the only surviving brother I got on my daddy's side left. Then I had my brother Pee Wee. Yeah, his name was John. And my brother Dan. That's the one that had the BMW.
Yeah.
Yep, all of them pretty much, they did their little dirt on the side, but they kept me away from it.
And I remember you was a silent giant. You was a cool as a cucumber. But when somebody messed with you, that was it.
Oh, don't be surprised, Jay. I
wasn't surprised.
I was getting bullied in the 7th grade. When I was in the 7th grade, I was getting bullied. I was scared of everybody in the 7th grade. And
did you go to Claremont?
I went to Woodrow.
Okay.
And Rob abandoned me. He abandoned me. He went to Claremont. After we got jumped, he turned and went to Claremont.
Oh, that's what happened? I didn't know that. See, that's a new one on me.
Yeah, what happened was we was walking home from school. It was me, Rob, and Adrian James. And we took a shortcut. And we was over by these project apartment buildings. It was Housing Authority apartment buildings right about...
Oh, that by Butcher?
It's by Children's Hospital. Okay. Walking down the street, all of a sudden these guys grabbed us. And I think they was trying to ask us to take, they said, what school you go to? I was Woodrow. They had us like pinned up against a building. And Adrian, the smallest one. Adrian probably about 4'11".
You still remember that?
Yeah. Adrian was hecka short. He was the shortest one, but we was going to Golden Gate. And it was like, man, we go to Woodrow. Stop lying, punk. You know, some dude socked me in the chest and here. So had my head down, and he like roughed me up again. So I socked him in the face and ran. And somehow Adrian got away, but they still had Rob. And then once I got around the corner, I said, I gotta go back and get Rob. And as I'm running back around the corner, man, Rob pretty much went. And they got up and Rob got away, but I was going back to get him. You know? And then after that
made
Rob,
our bond you stronger.
I don't know if that made us bond stronger, but we were like brothers though. Mm-hmm. So that was automatic. You know, the escape was automatic at first, but then you think about it, say, that's my brother back there. I got to go back and get him, regardless of what happened. Yeah. So when I ran back, me and Rob kind of ran into each other coming around the corner, but both at the same time. Rob went to Claremont after that.
He said, no, I'm not going there.
But when I got in the 8th grade, bullied by the schoolyard bully, and he got tired of it. And what happened was I had to chase him all over the school to get my own basketball from him because he took it. Mm. So once I got close to him, he threw it across campus. So I went and got it, followed me all the way back to my locker, pushed me in my back. Now, you little punk. You could have let me play with your ball, man. Stop pushing me. You ain't gonna do nothing. Man, stop pushing me. Put my ball in my locker. He pinned me up against my locker. I'm trying to get away. His name was Ray Bundy. He stood about 5 feet tall, something, in the 8th grade, almost 6 feet tall, with a fist like this. Nobody have a fist like this in junior high school. Your fist was supposed to be like this. So I gotta look up at him, you know, anyway, because he's taller than me. And I'm trying to get off my locker, and he kept on, man, don't push me no more. You ain't gonna do nothing. Man, don't stop pushing. Have my head down. I'm like, man, I want to get my butt whooped. Yeah. Man, don't push me no more. What you gonna do? So he pushed me again. Kind of looked down, looked at him, looked down. I'm making these decisions. You know, if you hit him, gonna whoop your butt. Yeah, but if I don't hit him, he gonna keep on. So he pushed me again, and I said, okay, that's it. And he just went.
Knocked him out.
Hit me smack dead in the nose. and I fell back against the locker. Like I said, he taller than me. So my instinct was to try to get up under him, pick him up, and put him on the ground. It worked to a point, but he ended up on top of me.
Oh, man.
And all I could do was... So after the fight, everybody teased me because my nose was like this. It didn't bleed. It went from this to this.
Great.
Got suspended for a couple of days because I didn't start the fight. He got suspended for a week. Come back to school. He come back to school. Everybody teased me. Mark got his butt kicked. Mark got his butt kicked. But he walks up and say, at least he wasn't scared of fighting.
That's what he said.
That's what he said.
He honored that more than anything.
And back then, you could have a fight with somebody and get beat down, but they have respect for you afterwards.
That's right.
You know, they didn't mess with you no more, which he did. He never messed with me again.
Yeah, because you had the courage to stand up to him.
And then there was this other guy. He was kind of chunky. You seen Boys in the Hood, right?
Yeah.
Think about Doughboy when he was little, when they was going to see that dead body.
Yeah.
You know, people like that used to be bullies. So just to say, this guy a little bigger, but still same size. Now, we in class, we capping on, everybody capping on each other. And this guy, he was capping on me, and I ran out of jokes. So I started like, okay. I started making fat jokes about him after that. And everybody in the class just rolling. And he couldn't say nothing because I got the audience now. Yeah. So, man, I'm gonna kick your butt after school. Man, whatever, dude. And my heart was like, damn, here you go again. So, did you go to Carter or you went to Claremont?
I went to Carter.
Okay, so you know that the back area where you got the emergency door going out.
By the gate.
45th or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's 45th. Yeah, that is 45th, I believe. It's the opposite side of the school, not the entrance side that you come in from. The teacher, Mr. Hudson, he said, as soon as that bell ring, whoop your butt. And you can see the hand going around and everybody in the classroom was like, oh.
That sounds like something from a TV show.
As soon as the clock, the hand hit the 12 and the bell went boop, boop, it was like Mr. Hudson was trying to block the door. It was like, I hit the emergency door and ran down the street, dude right on my butt. Man, I ran all the way halfway down to the matter of fact to the playground area. I think y'all had they finally built the rest of the school because we didn't have a yard.
Oh, okay.
When I went. I ran all the way down to where the field would be and stopped, turned around and started fighting. I said, I ain't running from you.
Yeah.
I beat the crap out of him. I beat the snot out of him, Jay. And after that, I became a fighter. But I only fought
because you had to.
When I had to. I didn't pick fights because that's the only time I actually fought if you put hands on me.
Exactly. With that, Mark, I wanted to, I know that you got some of your important mannerisms from your mom, and you have respect for everybody. That's like you said, they will mess with you. So with that, I wanted to ask you, we just came from your homegoing of your mom, and I wanted to ask you, what's kind of the values and some of the things that she put in you that you hold on today?
Hard work, and respect for others.
Respect for others.
Yep.
Because she came out of
she came out the South, the dirty South, Jim Crow South.
Yeah.
Where
she's seen some stuff.
She's seen the stuff where you had to walk with your head down when the white man walked on the curb, and hi, Miss Daisy, hi, Mr. Charlie. Step off the curb and walk on the side. That's what the men had to do.
Mm-hmm.
Do
you think some of that rubbed off on you because of her? Some of the grit. She had to go through some stuff.
Yeah.
And she had to raise you, your sisters, and then I know Valencia, Cynthia,
yep.
Tracy. But what I do respect what you just said, that the hard work, and y'all became, citizens.
Yep.
Model citizens that I looked up to. Lilette, when she was at the park, which she was beautiful to me. when I was younger. I respect, I called her Miss Addie, but I know her name was Mitchell. But because she kept me in line too. If I did something over there with her garden or something, she'd tell me, hey, what you doing? Or go tell my mom. She, like I said, she was a pillar in the community, and her homegoing was beautiful. So the hard work, I can see that effort. You being in the military, how did that make you, navigate your life today?
Real reason I actually went in the military, I had uncles that was in, I had uncles and a cousin. My cousin, I never met him. He got killed in Vietnam. And my uncle Herman, he was in Vietnam. My Uncle Solomon was in Vietnam.
Wow.
So
I didn't even know
was
that.
one army. These my mother's brothers.
Okay.
Yeah, my Uncle Solomon was Army. My Uncle Herman, my Uncle Solomon was Air Force.
Okay.
I remember him when I was little. I was little when all these was taking place.
But
I
you met these.
I just met him. I just met him. Like my Uncle Solomon, I seen him in his uniform maybe once.
Okay.
You know, he came home in his Air Force uniform.
That's where I remember you coming on the first time.
Right?
Using Marines. Yeah. Using Marine. And you look like you was 10 feet tall. I said, man, did you grow? What happened? You know?
It was that muscles they put on me.
Yeah.
And my Uncle Matthew, he called the last part of World War II, the Korean War, and part of Vietnam before he retired out the military and became a postmaster and retired from the post office.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I went into the military kind of like out of high school, but I had a job working in Naval Air Station Alameda.
I kind of vaguely remember that.
Yeah, I only worked there a short period of time because I didn't know the Marine Corps was going to take me that damn quick, excuse my French.
Yeah.
And how I ended up in the Marine Corps was I was at work and the Marine Corps had a hangar, airplane hangar across, and I seen two fighter jets. One of them was an Air Force Phantom and the other one was an A4 Skyhawk. And I said, oh, I want to go see them. I'm going to go over there at lunchtime and just look at it close. Yeah. Lunchtime, I took the little company bike and rode it up over to the hangar. Was walking around, minding my own business. And this guy come out in his pretty uniform. Soccer. That's what he saw, soccer. Soccer, I'm kidding. How you like that jet? It's a A4 Skyhawk and this. You know, he telling me about both of the jets. So it's cool. Have you ever thought about joining the military? Not really. Which I kind of did, but didn't.
Yeah.
And somehow he ended up hooking me up with a recruiter. And went to see the recruiter in Oakland and talked to them, and they had me take a pre-ASVAB test. They looked at it and, we don't think you're going to pass, so study a little bit and come back to us. Okay? I hate math, so my weakest thing is math. I count money, but I hate math.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was in San Francisco, coming from Pier 39 and started walking down Market Street and then these Marines, Army, Air Force, the way they recruiting officers was all together. Yeah. They all standing outside. Ooh, come here. So, Marine guy, he was like, hey, come here. Don't listen to them. All of them was trying to get whatever teenager they seen walking down the street, pretty much. So I went in the Marine, sat there with them, and same questions pretty much. You ever thought about joining the military? So I was trying to join, but the guys in Oakland said that I wouldn't pass the test. So they gave me that same test, Jay. Looked at it and said, look like you passed us when you want to take the test. Not thinking. I don't care. So they set me up, took the test, passed it. And I was 17 at the time. And we just graduated from high school. My birthday was in July. And my mom would have had to sign the paper. So recruiter went up over there to have my mom sign the paper. She wouldn't do it.
She wouldn't do it.
And I can understand why. something happened to me, it'd be on her hands.
Okay.
She always been like that.
Yeah.
But proud of me though for doing it. But she didn't want to.
Yeah.
So
I remember when you, well, I don't remember the time, but I remember when you left. I said, Mark, you're leaving us. I wanted to ask you, how did Rob feel when you told him?
Can't remember, Jay. I really can't.
I think he was kind of sad.
No, because I think Rob had hooked up with Val. So we was kind of doing our little separate things at the time. Yeah. But yeah, I think he hooked up with Val. He hooked up with somebody. Might have been before Val.
Yeah.
I think Val was after I got out in 85 before. Because I got out, only did 3 years at first.
In the Marines?
Yeah, in the Marines. Then I got out. And then I went back after a while. But when I turned 18, I signed the papers myself.
Okay, you was old enough.
Because I was old enough. And the day I signed the papers, I was at the park playing hoop with Rob and all them at the park.
Is that right?
Yeah, right afterwards. And I don't know if you remember when I had a fight with Matthew.
Yeah, I remember that time.
That was the day I joined the Marines.
Is that the same day?
Yep, the same day. I ended up leaving in September. I left September 27, 1982. And graduated boot camp December 23rd, 1982.
Now, what mentality you came back when you, because you looked different, I know that. What mentality you came back when you came home? You probably had a little short thing because you didn't stick around here long. You didn't stick around the neighborhood long.
I think I had maybe 2 weeks of leave. I think I was in back for 2 weeks because I went back right after New Year's.
Okay.
I could honestly say the Marine Corps stripped me of my whole identity, the mindset of, let's just say, you could be a gang member, which I never was.
No, you never was.
You could be thinking you the baddest dude in the world, but the Marine Corps would take a racist and a black, let's just say, take a white dude that's racist and a black dude that just have hatred for white people and strip you of your whole identity and give you a new one. That's what the Marine Corps do. You know, you still might not like that guy, but you got to depend on that guy later on. You gotta protect him, and he gotta protect you because both of y'all lives are in danger. Wow. So, and it taught me, I guess my mentality now is I have zero tolerance for stupidity.
Yeah.
And
sound like my dad.
It's kind of, I kind of like it and hate it at the same time because it give you a short fuse when somebody being stupid. I have to catch myself for not wanting to, be wanting to choke the living crap out of somebody just for being pure stupid. The Marine Corps actually taught me how to survive in any type of condition. We can have an earthquake, flood, or whatever. If I make it through it, I'm gonna survive the rest of the way.
Yeah.
I'm able to seek shelter, build shelter, catch and eat anything if I have to, last resort.
Yeah.
Kitty. If I have to, last resort. Where most people, and it's not just the Marine Corps, it's any branch. Army kind of does the same thing, but the Marine Corps is more
You like the Marines better, huh?
Yeah. The Army, I was only in there because they offered me some money to come in.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only reason. It's night and day difference.
Well, Mark, I want to thank you for, showing me a little more glimpse of your life and how you...
Man, if it wasn't, not to cut you off, if it wasn't for your family and my family together, I probably wouldn't be what I am now.
And I could say vice versa. The way you show how being a stand-up guy and not going down the wrong road helped me stay in the right road.
That's because your dad.
And with that, I want to say thank you, man, for your service. Thank you for being a brother. Thank you for...
You're always going to be that brother.
Loving
big
me.
brother.
Loving me like you do. Little big brother. But with that, I want to say this scripture that I found in Hebrews 13:1. It said, let brotherly love continue. Mark was a brother, is still a brother, and I love him like a brother. And even though he's my big brother's best friend, he became a staple in our family. And I want to thank him and his family. His mom, she was there, and my mom and her mom, and my mom was garden friends together. So I want to leave you with that. And I read in Tony Evans' book or commentary, it says this said this problem. Oh, I'm sorry, I wrote that wrong, but it says problems tempt us and to be self-focused, but continuing in brotherly love help us to shift our focus and well-being of others biblically, and it shifts our love to be not to be self involved, but be loving to everyone. And that's what I got from Mark. He would help anybody, and he would, if you had the right attitude or to treat him fair, he would treat you fair. And I want to tell Mark, I want to say thank you, bro.
You're welcome, brother. I mean, I forgot to tell you this, but another reason I joined the military and the Marines, actually I was supposed to leave like in December after Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up leaving in September because crack started hitting our neighborhood so bad that I was trying to get up out of there.
Okay.
That's another reason why I went, because that crack that hitting the neighborhood like that. Even though, the people that were selling it grew up with them too, and they was a little older, most of them. But I knew they weren't going to try to have me involved in it, because they still looked out for the neighborhood people. Yeah. It was the outsiders that was coming in trying to, how they try to take territory.
Yeah.
That's what was starting to happen.
But y'all weren't gonna let that happen.
Nah.
Y'all didn't let that happen. That's what the whole gravitas of that make me respect you and my brother more, because that made me look up, my brothers ain't doing, I don't have to do that.
Yep, you sure didn't.
I didn't have to do it because y'all was my example. So I appreciate the wherewithal that you have for me, because most of them guys that we lived or grew up with,
dead or in jail.
Most of them dead.
Or if not, they on the street doing bad.
They doing bad. And we still here to tell about it.
Yeah.
But I want to tell you again about the homegoing of your mother was so beautiful. And I want to, y'all did an excellent job of, sending her away really nicely. So it was, that's like the whole thing coming together, totality of everything coming together. And seeing the old faces and the family coming together.
And I thank your whole family for showing up. I mean, that
was going to do that. You know what's going to do that.
Your family and my mama's old church that I grew up in. I don't know if...
Is that the one in West Oakland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember the lady that was speaking. Her name was Betty, talking about solid foundation, the church.
Kind of faith.
Yeah. But anyway, her family, when I grew up in the church, it was like maybe 8 or 9 families deep, because it was small back then, starting up churches. I can still remember the family names. You had the Hickses, the Grays, the Jones, the Samples, that's my mama, the Gardners, the Hollises, the McNeils. Can't think of them, but it's like three other families. It was like maybe 10 families in the church, all just families. We all grew up here from babies on up.
And I want to commend you on, even though I knew Derek, Damien didn't remember me, but I remember Damien and your sister Cynthia. But I wanted to commend you on Michael.
Yep, he was a piece of work.
but just like your mom did, you can see how you brought him along too.
Yeah.
Because he see the example.
He got caught up in a situation where he ended up in the Solano County Jail.
Is that right?
Yeah. Somebody called me up, hey man, cut the TV off, put it on channel 5, put it on channel 5. High speed chase going down 680. You get these people getting out the car, running, spreading out.
You got caught.
You see the police, they caught it was like 4 of them. They caught 3. You got the dogs looking for the other. The dogs up under the freeway where the homeless is, going through and Guess who they pull out of a box trying to hide? Michael.
But I commend Michael, man.
He it's funny because I was trying to get him to go in the military. And they had him down at the Solano County Jail, which ain't too far from my house.
Yeah.
At the time? Yeah, at the time. I stopped by there at the jail and was like, hey, I got a nephew that just got here, yada, 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 yada. What's the, how do you get to visit? The guy said, you come back at 7 o'clock and he'll be ready for you. All right. Michael didn't know I was coming. So it was funny because I went back and I was waiting for him to come up. And as soon as he got to the little plexiglass window, he just dropped his head. I'm just looking at him like, I ain't even said nothing. He just started crying. Literally started crying. I said, man, I ain't here to knock you down or nothing.
Yeah.
He was like, you was right, you was right. I messed up, yada, yada, yada. I should have listened. I said, hey, as long as you know you messed up. Yes. But I'm not here to
beat you.
To beat you down and nothing like that. I'm just letting you know I'm here. But at the same time, I was doing that.
Yeah.
I just didn't physically do it. I just wanted to like, see, I told you where you was gonna be. That's what I was actually saying in my head.
But with that, I want to say, Mark, you laid down some good food for thought. And like I said, he was a good role model, still a good role model. And he's raising up his family and doing all these things to show that you can be a good father. You can be a good man, be a good mentor to those that, you know, might not see that father figure. But I want to say thank you again, Mark. I appreciate you, man.
Big little brother.
Till next time on Foundational Fathers. God bless.